Peace, y'all. So I just went through a crazy situation, and I figure I'd get on here and talk to my fifth elements, talk to the chosen ones, because during this time, family, you got to realize if you are a supernova, if you are giving off more light than others, you will be attacked. And this is just what happened to me at Walmart, y'all. All right. And another thing, too, you got to be careful in these Walmarts, these food stores, because there's a lot of dark shit, especially that happens at Walmart. I know y'all seen crazy videos of people getting killed in Walmart, crazy shit. Okay, I was just hearing a guy talking about how some Walmarts have like trap doors, you feel me? And they're almost like Walt Disney, where you can go into the bathroom and next thing you know, like the floor opens and damn near takes someone and you feel me? They go into the floor and shit like that. There was just a lady who lost her daughter. She said that her daughter went into a bathroom in Walt Disney World, right? And she was taking a long time. And as the mom walked into the bathroom, she see a part of the floor fucking going back down, and her daughter was missing. And nobody knows where her daughter is. This is how people go missing. Like I said, Walmart, I feel like, is a part of that. You got a lot of dark energy at Walmart, bro. You got a lot of these half breeds that work there. You got people that are possessed with demons that work there. Okay, family, this is some real shit. So I just went through a crazy situation with a Karen at Walmart, right? So I went to Walmart to just, buy some fishing gear because the fishing season's coming up, right? I literally went to Walmart. Look, and it's crazy because when you're dealing with niggas like me, I got ancestors around me, so you can't play with a nigga like me. You feel me? So I went to Walmart and I got this pole. Okay, I got this pole, right? I went to the fishing department. You know how Walmart got their departments? But like I said, you in these times you gotta be careful in Walmart now, because like I said, you got a lot of negative energy in Walmart. So I went to Walmart to go buy some fishing gear, getting my fishing gear ready for the season. I go in Walmart, pick up this pole. This pole does not have a barcode on it. So I go to the lady. She's like a lady in the fishing department. I go to her, hey ma'am. I approach her with kindness. That's how I am in public. That's how my mom raised me. Approach everybody with kindness and just utmost respect. So I go up to the lady, hey ma'am, this pole doesn't have a barcode on it. I was wondering if you could do it was in the discount bucket. I was wondering if you could do something to it. The first thing she does is give me an evil look. It's weird as fuck, fam. She just looked at me like evil as fuck. She grabbed the pole, damn near snatched the pole out of my hand. She started looking at it. She's like, wow, this is a very nice pole. She's like, this was not in the discount bucket. And I'm telling her, ma'am, this was in the discount bucket. I don't know what you're saying, but ma'am, this was in. She's like, well, it wasn't supposed to be there. I'm like, okay, well, can you tell me how much it is? Because I want to purchase it. And mind you, this is a very good brand, right? It's not top of the line fishing pole, but it's a brand. It's a good brand. It's a good, reliable brand. So anyway, she goes to look at the pole. She's starting to look. She's like, okay, let me look online to see what we can do. And as she's looking online, she's just kind of mumbling shit very quietly. And you know me, I'm a spiritual person. I'm already like, okay, this bitch got a spirit on her. So now I'm thinking like, okay, is these spirits jumping into her to try to attack me? I started thinking that because she's mumbling and shit. She's looking on her phone, mumbling. And after literally like 8 minutes, family, 8 minutes, I was just quiet trying to let her look because I'm thinking she's gonna hook me up or something. She's like, well, I can't find nothing on here, but I'm telling you now, she was like, my husband bought one of these a couple years ago and they're like $200. I'm like, ma'am, I'm an avid fisherman. You ain't about to tell me that this motherfucking pole is $200. Now, mind you, it's just the pole. There's no reel attached. I put this reel onto this pole, so I just literally bought the pole, right? So boom. I'm telling her like, man, there's no way that this shit is $200, right? She's like, oh yeah. She's like, my husband bought one. It was $200. You feel me? I'm like, listen, man. After that, I already felt like I was getting attacked. So I'm like, yo, I need to talk to your manager. Can I talk to a manager? Because you don't look like you know what you're doing. She's like, well, my manager can't do nothing because there's no barcode on it. I'm like, look, I've been coming to Walmart forever. When you find a product that don't got no barcode on it on their tag, you take it to the register and usually they find something similar and they able to work with you like that, right? Right, family? So that's what I told her. I'm like, yo, look, you can go get a similar pole and just ring up that pole and then I'll pay for that because I really wanted this pole. You feel me? It's an ocean pole. So When I go to the ocean, I'll be able to fish there because you need a certain pole to fish in the ocean. So that's why I was waiting to get the pole. You feel me? So anyway, she's like, we can't do that. And I'm telling her, like, yo, man, look, I've been coming here for mad years. You want to know how many employees that rung me out for some shit that didn't have a tag on it? So now you bugging. So now I'm not talking. I'm like, please get your manager, man. Please get your manager. So she calls for the manager, right? I'm sitting in the back just watching this lady. At this point, I understand that this bitch has got a demon on her. You feel me? And then as I'm sitting there standing, like I told you, I'm in the mechanic area. Because if you know anything about Walmart, the mechanic area is right by the outdoor area. So usually when you get an outdoor product, you could go right to the mechanic area, the little cash register right there, and you could cash out. So she's in that area. So anyway, she's like, all right, let me call my manager. Mad rude. So I back up. I let the dude behind me bring out his stuff. She was rude to him. And then there was a lady that approached. She was probably like in her 30s, right? She was buying this case of she was buying like a case of CO2 cartridges, right? So there's a dude that's ringing up shit too back there. So the dude starts to ring up the lady with the CO2 cartridges, and the other lady, the demon lady, right, is looking at the other Walmart employee ring up these CO2 cartridges, and the dude didn't ask the other lady for an ID. And so this demon bitch walked over like, hey man, you gotta show your ID to buy these, right? And so the lady's like, bitch, I'm fucking 30, 40 years old. What are you talking about? You gotta, like, I look well over 18. She's like, I've been buying these things for years and nobody's ever ID'd me. She's like, well, that's our policy. You gotta ID you. So she already pissed that lady off. So anyway, I'm still waiting now. It's about 10, 15 minutes in. I'm waiting. And the only reason I'm waiting is because this pole is a very good pole. I'm like, damn, I know this shit probably like $60 just for the pole. You feel me? Just for the fishing pole, not the reel attached. But I really needed it. So I'm like, all right, let me wait it out. Maybe they could do something. You feel me? So anyway, I'm waiting. 10 minutes go by, 15 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by. At this point, I go back up to the lady. I'm like, hey, man, can I take the pole up front so I can go talk to a manager up front? I've been standing here for 20 minutes. You haven't told me nothing. She just looking at me weird. She ain't say nothing while I'm standing there waiting for the manager. She's like, okay, let me try to call back again. So she calls back again. The manager's like, I'm on my way. So now it's about, I'm sitting there for 25 minutes waiting. And mind you, again, let me repeat, family, I wouldn't have waited that long if it was just some regular ass fishing pole. I wouldn't have waited, but I really wanted this pole. And I thought they was going to hook me up. But anyway, listen, it gets even better. So boom, the manager ends up coming. The manager's some Puerto Rican dude, right? So I'm automatically feeling like, okay, let me talk to homie. As soon as I get there, this lady is like, there's no barcode on the pole. There's no barcode on the pole. And I'm trying to tell the dude, like, yo, I found it in a discount thing. And she's not even trying to let me talk to him. She's talking over me. She's like, no. She's like, look, we can ring them up for like $120 for this pole. And I'm like, lady, if you go into your fishing pole area, there's no fishing poles that's even worth that much. So how you trying to charge me $120? You feel me? How you trying to charge me $120 for a pole that none of your fishing poles in here cost that much? So what the fuck? And the manager like looked when she said it. The manager looked at me. He like, wait, hold up, you're right, sir. He like, yeah, you're right. Like, I come back here all the time, and I'm a fisherman too. And she's like, no, my husband has a similar pole, and I remember when he bought it, it was like $150, $200. And I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, bro, there's no way. So the manager takes the fishing pole because, like I said, family, there's no barcode on it, so he has to take the fishing pole. He pulls me to the side a little bit. So he starts looking for the fishing pole, right? And mind you, as he pulls me to the side, this lady stops what she's doing and she comes over to where we're at, where he's looking at his phone. All right. When she's supposed to be doing her job, this bitch literally comes over by us when I'm trying to talk to him. And she's just talking over me. She's saying like, this shit's expensive and shit. And he starts looking. He's like, yo, look. He's like, I can't see nothing on my website. You feel me? He's like, I can't see nothing on my website for the fishing pole. So I'm like, yo, bro, let's work out something. And she's like, she looks at me. Then she's like, you are very persistent. She's like, you're very rude. There's no barcode on here. We can't sell a product with no barcode. She's like, you're making me feel like I want to call the police. And when she said that, family, like a look in her eyes was just very demonic, bro. When she said she was about to call the police on me, she like, yo, I'm going to have to call the police because she's like, you're being very persistent after I told you we can't sell this product. And the manager's like, hold up, go chill out, go sit down. He's pretty much telling her like, yo, I'm over you, bitch. Go sit your fucking ass down. Excuse my language. The nigga's like, yo, go sit down. You saying too much. And so then she starts to get a little irate. She's like, no, I told him 3 or 4 times that we couldn't sell the fishing pole. Mind you, she only told me one time when the manager just got there. She started to say, like, we can't sell it, right? And so she's like, I'm calling the cops. So the manager's like, you don't have to do that. The manager's telling her that she's starting to trip out and bug out. And I'm like, okay, I know what this is. A demon done jumped into this bitch. Okay, this is spiritual warfare. A lot of us go through crazy shit like this where we won't even be rude to people in public, but they just feel that presence. They know that you got that light. You feel me? You aggravate their demons, so now they want to see you in a fucked up position. So anyway, this lady starts yelling, I'm about to call the police. This nigga being too persistent. He almost snatched the fishing pole out of my hand. This is what she's telling the manager. I'm like, I never even came close to you. You behind the counter, bitch. What's going on now? You feel me? And mind you, now that she's yelling, there's a couple other people that kind of seen what happened. One dude came up and he's like, tells the manager, yo, look, man, this brother right here was just standing here silent, patiently waiting for you. You feel me? Because he was actually waiting for the manager too to talk to. So anyway, she started yelling. The manager calms her down. The manager comes back to me, starts looking on his phone. He's like, yo, look, I don't know what's going on, but we don't even sell this product here. He's like, yo, I can't look nowhere on my Walmart app and see this fishing pole. So I'm like, yo, look, brother, so let's work out something. He's like, yo, look, what I'm going to do is just give it to you. The manager looks at me in my face. He like, yo, look, brother, I'm going to just give it to you. And this lady's right here. She starts to say, no, you can't do that. She like, you cannot do that. You got to write up. She kept saying like, you have to write up an inventory or something. You can't do that. The dude's like, yo, look, there's nothing to write up. There's nothing to write up. The product that this brother has in his hand, we don't sell it. So I guess somebody probably returned it to Walmart who didn't get it from there. Just, I don't know what it was, which made it even weirder. You feel me? So the dude ends up coming to me with the pole. This nigga hands me the pole. He's like, here, sir, have a good day. You can have this pole. I'm looking at this lady as this is happening, family. This lady looked like she want to cry, bro. Her eyes is super red. She looks like she is destroyed, bro, over the manager giving me this fishing pole for free because they could not find it anywhere in their database. And I'm looking at this lady, family, and when I'm telling you, like, when your third eye is open, bro, you can see spirits in people. This lady had a full-blown spirit attached to her, family. Like, after the manager gave me the pole for free, she's sitting there watching everything. After she damn near called the cops on me, right? She's looking at the manager give me the pole, and she's pretty much screaming at the manager like, you cannot do that. She's like, this is illegal. You're going to get in trouble. The manager is like, bitch, I'm over you. Like, you can't tell me nothing. You feel me? And so as I'm leaving, I'm just hearing this lady like semi yelling to him. And it's crazy because he's like, yo, just get out of here. You feel me? Because I guess at that point she did call the cops. And I'm like, I'm out of here. So I don't even know what happened. I got up out of there. Shit. The manager told me to go, so I don't know. And the crazy ironic thing about it is, as this was happening, I asked her, like, yo, man, what's your name? Because a Walmart employer has to tell you their name. She didn't have no name tag on. Guess what this bitch's fucking name was? Her name was Karen. Her name was Karen. This bitch was a super Karen, bro. But listen, family. This is just a video to explain to you guys and let you know that these spirits are running rampant, especially people that are trying to heighten their vibration, because I knew what this demon was trying to do. Because it took so much for me not to curse this bitch out and wild out and that shit. Like, I was about to, bro, and I was almost there, bro. Like, I was there ready to just wild out because I'm like, this lady's really disrespecting me. Like, what the fuck? How you gonna tell me this pole $200 and shit like that? She trying to charge me $200 for some pole that y'all don't even sell no poles there worth $200. You feel me? Like, that shit right there pissed me off. And so, like, when you know about the spiritual warfare, family, you can see what certain plays is against you. You can see what's going on. You could see what fucking spirits is in people. So now you know how to react. So what I did is I just killed the demon with kindness. And look what happened. I ended up prevailing. I got a free fucking $80 fishing pole for free. Now imagine how that made this lady feel. And I just stuck in there. That's the thing. Like I was about to wild out, but the fact that I knew what was going on, I didn't wild out, bro. And if I would have went wild out, I probably would be in jail right now. But I kept it kosher, kept it Black Buddha energy, and I won it. I got a free fucking fishing pole, bro. You heard? And next time I go to Walmart, if I see that manager, I'm gonna really like talk. I'm gonna talk to him, probably give him a little bread just out of nowhere. Here go $20, $30. You'd be like, yo, thank you, brother. You feel me? But like I said, family, a lot of these places have very dark demonic energy, bro. Walmart has dark energy. Even if you look at the products from Walmart, a lot of that shit is coming from these kids sweat lodges and shit like that. These sweat warehouses where these kids are getting paid 50 cents to make some of these cheap ass products and shit like that. You feel me? All that shit has an energy attached to it. You think some little kid that's fucking sweating, damn near breaking his fingers, bloody fingers, going through it every day, an 8-9-year-old to make a product. You don't think that energy transfer is going into that product, and then you go buy that product. Not to mention, we've been talking about how some hoodies and shit where you get from Walmart, these should be having demonic symbols on them. That's why I be watching the type of shit that I be wearing and shit, family. You think that shit ain't affecting you? You going to buy some shit from Walmart, you go look at the tag, you just think that it's just some little circles and shit back there. You look at them tags a little harder, and then you go look at the fucking the King James book of the book of like demon signs and shit like that. You can see a lot of them signs that Walmart be using on their tags, on their clothes. Family, this shit is connected to dark energy. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Not to mention a lot of shit that a lot of human trafficking be happening there. Motherfuckers go missing in Walmart. If you go look at some of the crimes that happen in Walmart, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. And then you already have Fifth Elements that broke down Walmart, how that shit means martial law. Go into a Walmart next time and start looking at that shit. If shit hits the fan in America, a lot of these Walmarts are gonna be the FEMA camps and shit like that. They're gonna turn a lot of them shits into FEMA camps, bro. And then not to mention how most of these Walmarts in these cities actually have underground bunkers and underground tunnels attached to them. See, motherfuckers don't know about that. This is some real shit. This some real shit, bro. This some real shit. And you know, it's not no attack on Walmart, but we reading the signs, bro. We reading the signs. So like I said, family, y'all gotta be on point, man. Be on point when you go up in some of these Walmarts and some of these, Kroger, Trader Joe's, these superstores, bro. These shits, I'm telling you, yo, just be on point. Watch people around you. You heard? And if you do run into a situation like I ran into, just know what's going on. Like I said, you got to know that in these times, family, these demons possess people around us to try to get us back down to our lower self. This is high spiritual warfare. Okay. Now, what happens when you get lowered back to when you go back down to your lower self? What happens is you're more prone to getting in trouble. You're more prone to attaching to that energy or that frequency, right? Like I said, I just almost went to jail, but luckily I just kept it Black Buddha. You heard? I kept it real Black Buddha-ish, Black hippie-ish. You feel me? And just was trying to radiate a love vibration, a love frequency, and I prevailed. I just got a free product for free. Now, the deeper thing about it is if you really want to go deep, like why was this fishing pole even there if it wasn't even supposed to be in Walmart? You feel me? So that be the shit that's the shit that I gotta tap into. Like, why was this fishing pole even there if there was no barcode on it? They couldn't find it anywhere in their database. You feel me? And why was I attached to this one fishing pole? Because I was in the aisle looking for a fishing pole for like 20 minutes. Dead ass, family. And then as I'm leaving, this shit just caught my eye because it was in a bucket. It was in a clearance bucket. So I'm like, oh shit, there was a couple of them. I'm like, oh shit, let me get this shit. You feel me? This shit say Alpha on it. You feel me? Like, and it's a good sea pole. Like, it's huge. You feel me? Like, and I'm like, damn, this is exactly what I needed. And so I'm trying to look. I'm like, damn, there ain't no price on this motherfucker though. And so, like, the bigger picture is where did this pole come from? Who put it there? You feel me? Like that's the shit that I'm starting to think about. Like I'm like, why out of everything I grab that one and then I get in a situation with this lady? You feel me? So I'm starting to think deeper. Like I said, shit is spiritual, family. You got to think deeper. You got to think deeper than the surface level. So I'm thinking, was that a play to make me try to go out my character to get me in trouble? You feel me? Like that. I think deep. I'm a deep thinker. And no, that's probably not the case, but it's like out of all the products in that aisle, in that fishing aisle, why was this the only product without a barcode? And why was I super attracted to this thing? You feel me? I looked at all the fishing poles. I'm like, all right, I'm literally putting in my phone, where else can I buy a fishing pole in my area? Because I'm like, damn, I don't see anything here that I like. Soon as I'm walking out the aisle, I end up seeing it. And then I get in an argument with this bitch. So, yeah, you know, great day though. At the end of the day, like I won, great day, but it makes me feel like, okay, I just got to stay more on point. You got to stay point out. You got to stay on point out here, y'all. Honestly, have y'all ever went through any situations like this in Walmart, especially Walmart, bro? Because we got to just like Walmart, like I said, Walmart got a lot of dark energy, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on there, bro. Walmart got a lot of dark energy, bro. Especially my Walmart where I'm at. Like it's so crazy. Even like what do they call them? They call them loss prevention officers, right? I was in there the other day, walked in there, mind you, I'm dressed pretty good, got money in my pocket. I walk in, next thing you know, these motherfuckers is following me in the store, right? They following me in the store, and I'm walking in the store, and I'm peeping like niggas following me. I'm like, okay, and they look like loss prevention, so I'm like, what the fuck? And as they're following me, I see another couple that look like they're kind of on drugs, right? These motherfuckers, you could tell they loading up their book bags. They damn near about to push the cart out the fucking store. So these niggas is watching me, a black man that's literally in there to buy something, when you got two white people over here that's fucking stealing the whole store. So like I said, man, shout out to all my people out there talking about targeted individuals and certain tactics that they use on us to try to bring us back down. And like, yes, that did frustrate my energy. You feel me? Because I'm like, why the fuck is these niggas watching me? Like, I'm over here, bro. I'm in here for some water and shit like that. Like, I'm not even, and I got bread in my pocket. You know, when you're not seeing fucking Brittany and James over here fucking stealing mad shit. You know. And this is the shit that a lot of melanated people be dealing with. And like, don't get it twisted. Yeah, you got niggas that be wilding, you know, but it's like that's what a lot of us deal with. You know, it be the stores, man. It's to suppress your energy and have you negative. So therefore, you're more prone. Your Taurus tube is weakened. Your aura is weakened. You feel me? When you're always in a negative state, your aura in your Taurus tube is weakened and it has holes in it. Therefore, making your spiritual shield weak. So therefore, spirits can fuck with you more. You heard? Mm-hmm. That's what 6G is about to do. 6G is about to punch holes in niggas' auras. People think this shit is sweet. I'm telling you, bro. And I notice it too. Like the past months, a lot of people just have a real negative frequency about them. I don't know if they're activating some technology that we don't know, but I just see in society that a lot of people are very negative right now. Yep, a lot of people are very negative, man. And this just makes me want to get more positive and just stay away from the negative frequency. You heard? And that's why I feel like I'm going through a level up. You heard? I'm shedding old skin and I'm becoming my new self. You feel me? And with that means certain people too. Like certain people have to get shredded too. Like you can't bring everybody to the next step, you know? And this is what a lot of us have to understand, bro. When you are going through certain levels of spirituality, not everybody is welcome to that next chapter of your life. That's just some real shit, though. That's some real shit, though, right there. So yeah, y'all. I just wanted to get this off my chest and chop it up with y'all because I know some people watch my shit have been through the same thing, bro. You may go up in some of these stores and you like, why the fuck they extra watching me when you know you in there with money you have no intentions to steal, but they just watching you because the light that you're giving off or the color of your skin. You heard? For real, y'all. But yeah, this was a good video, man. I'm gonna leave it at this. I don't even want to talk too much on this because this was very informational. You know, this is something that you just got to think about it. Even if you look at the sign right here, look at the Walmart sign, right? That sign is it kind of looks like the radiation sign, right? And think about within some of these stores in Walmart, nigga, they tell you that these products contain certain cancer-causing agents, allegedly. If you go to most products in Walmart, the shit's gonna say that. So look at that, the radiation sign right there. And then when you break down Walmart, it means martial law, right? And then even if you look at some more superstores and even if you look at some more superstores in America, look, let's look at this real quick too. Let's look at this real quick, family. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. So if you look at the name of this store, right? This shit is deep. Look at this, y'all. This is Target. This Target right here. Come on, now if we break down the metaphysics, just a little bit of this. First of all, is Target. What's a target mean? The target is something you shoot something at. You're targeting it. You heard, to do something to it. It's a target, right? Look at that, yo. Look at it. It's an actual target. Now someone say, well, so what? What's that mean? Okay, now let's look at the products in Target. And look at who Target targets. You heard? The women, the queens. Most likely your queen is going to Target to get some shit if it's close. Right? And then like I said, they got a lot of bad products in Target. You heard? That cause certain things to the body. These are places that the evil elite destroy a lot of people. You heard? Because there's certain products in here that are very harmful to the body. Let's talk about it. This is some real shit, right? This is some real shit, though. Target. This is what they call it. They call it Target. They call it Target for a reason. Shit deep, y'all. Shit deeper than what we think. And I could keep going. You feel me? With some of these American brands, you look, even the clothes, Levi, you look at Tommy Hilfiger, you look at Timberland boots. Like Timberland boots, the person who makes Timberland boots is racist as shit. This is why you see lately when you look at Timberland boots, they advertising it to the white American worker. You feel me? You look at Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger was mad racist. He was actually from a city really close to my city. He was from Elmira, New York. You heard? And there's just stories of Tommy Hilfiger being mad racist, bro. You look at Levi, the Levi jeans. You heard? Yeah. If you look at that symbol close, it's two horses supposedly pulling a black dude's legs apart. And I can go on and on. So like I said, a lot of these things are attached to a negative frequency, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, before I get out of here, let me show y'all what I was talking about, though, because this is some real shit. Let me show y'all what I was talking about. Let's look at some of these products. You know what? That's another video. Yo, Divine K18. Divine K818. That's a great comment. That's a great comment. See, I ain't even think that. Why is that? I'm telling you, next time you go in Walmart, look at how that shit is built. That shit is literally built like a jail, low key. Like all the ground, the floor is concrete. You got a lot of fences and shit in there. You just got a simple layout. You heard? And then, like I said, under most of these Walmarts, family, I'm trying to tell you, is underground tunnels. There's bases under some of these Walmarts. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I'm really trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, this shit is real. And most Walmarts is literally these are some of the only places in America where you can still get guns and bullets and shit like that. Like, yeah, bro, Walmart got a lot of dark shit connected to it. Look at Lil Baby. Lil Baby did his ritual in Walmart where he killed the nigga, right? And a lot of these rappers do certain shit in Walmart too. A lot of these rappers, bro, there's accounts of a lot of shootings in Walmarts, a lot of stabbings, you feel me? A lot of gang assaults. I'm telling you, bro, especially there's a lot of rituals that they do in Walmart. These rappers be doing mad rituals there. Lil Baby killed the nigga in Walmart. All right, the dude just came up to him. That's it. Pretty much came up to him, Lil Baby, and he got the self-defense charge because you shouldn't be coming up to no nigga like that. But like I said, I feel like all that shit was pre-written, right? It was pre-written, bro. You know, a lot of super crazy shit happens, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. This shit is some real shit. And then going through that, I was just I'm looking at the employees, and there was another employee there that was watching this lady do this shit to me, and he didn't say nothing, bro. He's sitting there just quiet. I kept talking towards him like, yo, bro, can you help me, my boy? Like, this bitch over here wilding. I'm like, yo, bro, I just want to buy the fishing pole. I got money, bro. You feel me? I don't got money like that, but that's what I'm telling him. I'm like, yo, look, so can you mark the product down? Can you do something for me, bro? You know, can you go ring up a similar product? You understand? I need this fishing pole, bro. You feel me? So, luckily I didn't go to jail today, and I got the fishing pole for free. So that shit is just, it makes me know, like, yo, the Most High still the Most High still sees me. Because, you know, if you're a higher vibrational man, sometimes you get a little lonely, bro. You feel me? You could even be in a relationship, but, you know, it's just certain validation from the creator that really taps me into natural happiness. And there's certain things that, you know, the creator would do in our life to make us know, like, okay, I'm still watching you. I'm still here with you. You feel me, family? And it's little things like that, bro. Little things like that make me know, like, okay, I'm still here. You feel me? Like, I'm still here. The Most High is still around me. You feel me? Because, like I said, this is an $80 pole, and I got it for free. So I'm like, okay, yeah. I got good energy around me, bro. That's why it's like, I know I'm a chief of the land, and I know my blessing is coming. This is why, you know, that's another thing. A lot of us get attacked. We be getting attacked hard, and you be like, yo, what's going on? I'm just getting attacked. It's because, bro, your blessing is coming, bro. You feel me? You're a chief of the land. You have something. You're a man of renown in the future. Like, your blessing is soon to come. So what happens is that negative frequency knows that, and it just tries to attack you to make you not get your blessing. You heard? So, like I said, family, watch your anger in these times. Watch your road rage. I'm telling you, road rage is another one. That's how these demons be getting us too, nigga. Road rage. Don't be road raging people. Just chill, bro. You feel me? I'm telling you, especially right now, because the energy is amplified after these galactic alignments and these eclipses that the moon has been doing. It's just giving more frequency to this physical realm. So everything is heightened. Everything is magnified. Motherfuckers' anger is magnified. You feel me? Motherfuckers' happiness everything is magnified right now. So like I said, just watch your energy, family, because you might do some shit that could affect you for the rest of your life during this next little month. It's only for it's not even a retrograde, I don't think, but it's only for it's like 20 days of this type of frequency. You know, so yeah, just stay away from people, man. Do your thing. But yeah, family, with that said, peace, love, and abundance. Stay ready. You never got to get ready. And stay dangerous out there in them streets, y'all. Peace.